Bar. And now let me play the filler music and let's see. Oh, we'll do the old one here. Okay. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're streaming on LinkedIn. Say hello to LinkedIn. Say hello to Facebook. And we are talking to YouTube right now. Okay, Jan, let's rock. Look who I've got. Jan is back. Hey, we got a new banner. It's really HB2U now. Happy birthday. It's your day. Special way. Shine. Smile. Oh, such style. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, da, da. Okay. I'm going to give the Suno Orchestra a break. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the wonderful introduction. I'm Bonnie D. I'm here with the wonderful, beautiful Jan B. Jan, two sentences. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, and then we will get started. Go ahead.
I am a stroke survivor and a coach for others. I also am an author of children's books, poetry so far, and soon to be children mid-grade series.
Very nice. And what's the name of your favorite character who you post on Facebook about every day? Who's your companion?
My companion is Tippy, which is my children's stories, Tippy's new friend, and Tippy goes to California. Tippy is my dog.
There you go. Tippy is a star as well. Welcome back, Jan, and let's get started here. Okay, we're ready. Pop the confetti, light the candles fast, but not near the computer. I told you that. Not talking to you. It's happy birthday to you, and we hope it's a blast, the right kind of blast. Bonnie D on her scarlet mic, and guest Jan B is here too. Dishing Celebration Gold from a fun point of view. We always have fun here. From icons on the screen to social stars who soar. That's what millions and millions of fans and a little money will do for you. Soar. We'll share what they're known for and some of their pre-fame lore. We dish a lot here. Wacky holidays you've never heard till today, plus music milestones. They're all headed your way. We've got candles and sparklers in the other room, right, Jan? In the other room.
You
Yeah, we
bet.
we don't want to get in danger here. Frosting on the cake, mine's chocolate, a delicious blend only Jan and I could bake. And we did. We stayed up all night baking. So buckle up, darlings. A fun show's in store. HB2U is lighting September 23rd with glam, with bam, and more. So here we go. I'm going to start us off. We have music history events. We're going backwards from the closest to now, the most recent to deep into history. I'm doing it backwards, Jan. I used to do it from the old. Now we're going to start. 2011, which is already, what, 14 years ago? After taking her to a Demi Lovato concert at the Nokia Theater, Justin Bieber, we all know who he is, took his girlfriend, I don't know if they're still together, Selena Gomez, to the Staples Center. Jan says no. He rented out the whole Staples Center, which is just a mere 20,000 seat theater, because he wanted to have a private showing with Selena of the movie Titanic. Wasn't that romantic, Jan?
Sure sounds like it. My goodness. And then in 2010, one more year passed, Katy Perry's appearance on, of all places, the Sesame Street. Can you imagine her on that?
No.
Well, anyway, it's edited out because the viewers were complaining about her revealing dress.
And I have a little background I looked up this morning. She played a riff on her hit single Hot and Cold. I'm sure there's a message in there, wearing a green dress with a sheer panel in front, revealing some cleavage that was a little past the age range of the show. Elmo is running around the hem of her dress while she's singing, "How am I supposed to play with you? You're up and you're down, you're running around." Something like that. And the viewer said, Katie, too much, showing too much. So they cut it out, but it's on her website. The clip is still on her website. There you go. So let's go way back in time to 1998 when Elvis Presley, oh, the Grand Ole Opry didn't want him. They didn't like him. They didn't want him in country music. But you know what? They changed their minds. Years after he passed, they posthumously inducted him into Nashville's Country Music Hall of Fame. Yay, Elvis. Okay.
Back in 1982, when I graduated from high school, Brenda Lee is inducted into the Georgia Hall of Fame.
Do you have a favorite Brenda Lee song?
No, I don't. She wasn't my style back then.
I remember rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Remember
That's
that?
true. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize that was
Yeah,
hers.
yeah,
Yes.
she's got a bunch of other ones. So let's go farther back to 1975 when Bruce Springsteen played a medley of Little Richard songs. Boy, is that an eclectic mix here. In the style of Mitch Ryder to close out a show. That's a lot of medley going on. It was known as the Detroit Medley and became a regular part of Springsteen's show for 10 years. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back in 1970, we're getting further back, Mick Jagger meets Bianca Rosé Perez Moreno de Marcia for the first time after a concert in Paris. They get married the next year, but it didn't last. They got divorced in 78.
Now figure that, the 7-year marriage, that's pretty long for Hollywood, I think. Yeah, okay. In 1967, farther back by 3 years, the Box Tops sang the song The Letter, Sent My Baby a Letter. Went to number one, and Joe Cocker had a version, a cover of that song, and his in 1970, which was 3 years closer to where we are now, hit number seven. So the Box Tops letter was a lot, it was delivered better. Okay.
I like Joe Cocker.
Yeah,
Da 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 da. Back where we belong.
yeah, yeah.
That was a
Yep.
good song.
Yep.
In 1966, 2 years before after I was born, the Rolling Stones launched a
This is
tour.
Jan's chronology here. I'm not talking. Go ahead.
Well, they launched their tour of Britain at the Royal Albert Hall in London, opening with the upstart act Ike and Tina Turner, who also have a big hit in the UK with River Deep, Mountain High. Ain't no river far enough, ain't no mountain high enough.
You should sing more. Wow. I want you to sing the rest of the songs when we come to celebrity. That was lovely. Ike and Tina Turner were a nothing, just starting out with their first hit. Isn't that interesting? And Mick Jagger said, Hey, I think they're talented. Well, he didn't say, I think they're talented. They are. Okay. In 1957, we're really diving back. Buddy Holly's group, The Crickets. I remember Buddy Holly and the Crickets. They hit number one with That'll Be the Day. When you say goodbye, that'll be the day. When you make me cry, I said, yeah, interesting. The title came from something John Wayne said in the movie, The Searchers. Interesting. So, yeah, a lot
Oh,
of cultural
wow.
references there. Yeah, go ahead. The
Yeah,
same
and
day. You've got one the same day.
pretty cool, actually. In 1957, pop singer Jimmy Rogers' song Honeycomb hits number one for the first of 4 weeks. And the big thing about it is it's one of the very few non-Elvis chart toppers in 1957.
That was the same day as the Crickets hit with That'll Be the Day. Now, Honeycomb, I don't know if you remember that. Honeycomb, won't you be my baby? Well, Honeycomb, be my own. She got a hank of hair and a piece of bone. Won't you make a walking, talking honeycomb? Hope I didn't murder that. Kill it is good, murder is not good. And in 1956, 1 year earlier, Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees started out as a child actor on TV in a series called Circus Boy on NBC. And you can imagine what that was about. And Mickey Dolenz was the last surviving member of the Monkees. I talked about him on he had a birthday a couple weeks ago. I don't know if he's
Wow.
still here or not. Yeah. So let's go to, speaking of birthdays, let's go to our celebrity birthdays. Happy birthday to the boss, Bruce Springsteen, 76 years old. How did that
Wow.
happen? Celebrated singer, songwriter, guitarist, nicknamed the boss, 21 studio albums over 60 years. What? 140 million records worldwide. What? Most of his albums, of course, feature the E Street Band, his backing band, way back since 1972. Springsteen is considered a pioneer of heartland rock, combining rock with poetry lyrics that reflect working class life. We all know that. His 1984 album, Born in the USA, with the E Street Band, was the 23rd best selling album ever as of last year, 2024. Oh,
Wow.
just a few people have acknowledged him, Jan. He has 20 Grammys, two Golden Globes, an Oscar, a special Tony. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Writers of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1999. He is number 23 on Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Artists of All Time. And in 2025, that's this year, he became one of only five artists to gross 2.3 billion with a B, $2.3 billion plus in touring, thanks to his tour the past 2 years, the 2023-2025 tour with the E Street Band. Yay, Bruce. Happy, happy birthday. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. You've got the next one.
Julio Iglesias. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize he was 82. I love his music.
I know.
Who, Julio has, oh boy, Julio Jose Iglesias de la Cueva, that's quite a name,
That
is a
is.
Spanish singer and songwriter, the most commercially successful Spanish singer in the world. He's also one of the top record sellers in music history, selling 300 plus million, not a billion, but a million
Yeah.
records worldwide in 14 languages. He has performed in more than 5,000 concerts for 60 plus million people in 6 continents, not countries,
Continents.
continents.
Wow.
Yeah. In April 2013, Iglesias was inducted, into the Latin Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Nice.
In 1983, Iglesias was credited as having recorded songs in the most languages in the world. Yeah, in 2013, he was also noted for being the best-selling male Latin artist of all time. In
Wow.
April 2013 in Beijing, he was honored as the most popular international artist in China. That's
Wow.
against all these new guys, too, that are over
I
there.
know. I know.
Jeez. And in Brazil, France, Italy, and elsewhere, Iglesias is the most successful foreign record seller. In his home country, which is Spain, he has sold the most records in history with 23 million.
Wow. That's crossover in a way we don't usually understand. Usually crossovers, you got a country song that goes on the rock and roll charts or it goes on the whatever the charts. But very, very interesting. I recently celebrated a couple weeks ago, I think it was last week, it was the anniversary of Madonna's. The reason I'm telling you this is her children's book, I think it's called English Roses, was released and it was translated into 42 languages
Wow.
in 100 countries. And her publisher in the US worked with publishers around the world to get the translations and get the book marketed. That was groundbreaking in terms. So when he's one of the most, yeah, popular foreign language artists in the world, it reminded me of her book. Let's go to somebody who's definitely not speaking Spanish most of the time. It's Jason Alexander. He's 66 today. Welcome to Grown Upville. His real name is J. Scott Greenspan. I didn't know that. He's an Emmy and Tony Award-winning actor, comedian, producer, director, writer, and he's a funny guy known for playing George Costanza, of course, on the sitcom Seinfeld from 1989 to 98. He has appeared, I didn't know he was in the film Pretty Woman. He was in White Palace, Rocky, and Bullwinkle, and he has been on and off Broadway since 1981. He has a marvelous Broadway roster of his appearances. He voiced the gargoyle Hugo in the Disney film The Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1996. Interesting. Before fame, this was interesting. He studied theater at Boston University. That's one of my alma maters. I have several. And he wanted to pursue classical acting, Jan, but a professor said, you don't have the body for the physique for it. You better go into comedy. I know your heart and soul are Hamlet, but you will never play Hamlet. I thought that was interesting.
Aw.
And that went into his, whoever put his Wikipedia bio up. I thought that was very, very interesting. So we need to ask Jason Alexander, happy birthday. We need to ask him what he thinks about playing Hamlet, because I bet you he's done a parody of Hamlet somewhere. Okay. Next one's
Now,
yours.
now we have Kush Jumbo Obe. He is now
She,
40.
it's a she.
She. She is the British actress and writer best known for her leading role as attorney Luca Quinn in the CBS drama series The Good Wife from 2015-2016,
Yes.
and the Paramount Plus spinoff series The Good Fight
Yes.
from 2017 to 2021. Most recently, she played June Lenker in the Apple TV Plus series Criminal Record 2024. She starred as DC Bethany Whelan in the
Mm-hmm.
ITV crime drama series Vera in
Mm-hmm.
2012 and 2015-2016. And last but not least, as Lois Habiba in the third series of Doctor Who spinoff Torchwood in 2009.
Now, I know a lot of people, probably including you, Jan, are not familiar with Cush Jumbo, but just go take a peek at some of her work. You can probably find it on YouTube and online. And she's a wonderful actress. She plays very feisty characters. And Luca Quinn was doing a lot of things that probably were not very acceptable in, I don't remember her too much in The Good Wife, but she moved to The Good Fight, which was I thought, an outrageously good series. So I remember her. That's why I included her. Let's go on to our in memoriam celebrities. We've got a couple of really big names here, and I'll start off with Ray Charles. He was born in 1930 on this day, lived to 2004. He lasted 73 years. That's a good life. Some people, my mother would always say too soon. She lived to 100. Ray Charles, American singer, songwriter, pianist, regarded as one of the most iconic and influential musicians in history. His contemporaries called him the genius. He was blinded during childhood, possibly due to glaucoma. He pioneered the soul music genre in the 50s. He combined blues, jazz, rhythm and blues, and gospel. In the 60s, he helped integrate country music with rhythm and blues and pop music with crossover success on ABC Records. And he was one of the first black musicians who our mainstream record company, and this was ABC Records, gave full artistic control to. Very interesting. His 1960s hit, Georgia, Georgia, on My Mind, was the first of three career number one hits on the Billboard Hot 100. Frank Sinatra called Ray Charles the only true genius in show business. That's quite an accolade. And Billy Joel said, this may sound like sacrilege, but I think Ray Charles was more important than Elvis Presley. Oh my. So we're remembering you fondly, you and your wonderful music, Ray Charles. Happy birthday in memoriam. Jan, we have another musician for you. Go.
Yes, we do. John Coltrane, and I have played some of his music way back when in jazz band. He was he was born in 26 and he passed in 1967. He was not old. He was only 40.
Wow.
He was an American jazz saxophonist, band leader, and composer. He is among the most influential and acclaimed figures in the history of jazz and 20th century music. Working in the bebop of hard bop items in his early career, Coltrane helped pioneer the use of modes and was also one of the players at the forefront of free jazz. He led at least 50 recording sessions and appeared on albums by trumpeter, I love this guy, Miles Davis,
Mm-hmm.
pianist Thelonious Monk, and other musicians. Decades after his death, Coltrane remains influential and has received numerous posthumous awards, including a special Pulitzer Prize.
Happy birthday in memoriam to John Coltrane. And we have one more major star. People who didn't know him probably heard his name somewhere, even if you never saw him. Mickey Rooney, born in 1920 on this day. So we had Ray Charles born in 30, John Coltrane born in 26, and Mickey Rooney in 20. Mickey Rooney had a good life until the age of 93, passed away 11 years ago in 2014. American actor with a career spanning 9 decades. That's 90 years for those of you who can't do the math in your head. He appeared in over 300 films and was among the last surviving stars of the silent film era. They were quiet, but they acted a lot on stage. The top box office attraction from 1939 to 41, he was one of the highest paid actors of that era, Jan. Interesting. He was in the role of Andy Hardy, listen to this, in 16 films in the 1930s and 40s. We would call that a franchise today. Between the ages of 15 to 25, he made 43 films. He was one of MGM Studios' most consistently successful actors. He first performed in vaudeville as a child actor, and he made his film debut at, what, 6 years old? And he played the title character in the Mickey Maguire series of 78 short films from age 7 to 13. That's quite a career. Happy birthday in memoriam, Mickey Rooney. We got to put on an applause track here. Let's see if we get this
He
going here.
even did Christmas movies.
Got to do that for Mickey and John and Ray. Okay,
My
that's good.
most favorite movie, though, was The Black Stallion, the newer one that he was in. I love that movie, and he was amazing.
If you tally up just the numbers, they said he was in over 300 films. Well, he did 78 shorts as Mickey Maguire. He did 16 as Andy Hardy. He did 43 films before he was 25 years old. It sounds like a lot more than 300 to me. I'm going to have to go back and look that up. We're going to go into social media star birthdays now, and you've got the first one, Jan. You back?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay, was that Tippy?
It is Tippy. I'm trying to get her to stop. Sorry.
That's okay. You want to bring her in? You want to make a
Hang on.
cameo appearance? I think we're going to get to see Tippy today. Hello, Tippy. Oh, hello, Tippy. Welcome to HB2U. Okay, good. Jan, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Oh boy, she's still barking. I'm sorry.
We can't hear her. We cannot hear her at
Oh,
all. Nope,
oh,
no
cool.
noise at all. No, just you. That's the only noise. Go
Okay.
ahead. Nope.
Well, we have YouTube, social media. We have Swan the Voice. He is aged 14 and he has 18, get this, billion plus views. He and his older brother Neo post family vlogs, toy unboxings, food challenges, and water-based videos. His video machine, excuse me if I butcher this, machine à bonbons magique and languages gelatin blog Gumball Machine Prank has 4.5 million views.
I'm sure the gumball prank was probably very funny. Let's move to TikTok. We have a young man named capital D, capital L, EWD Lou, and his account is Lewis.hoops. Guess what? Well, you won't guess he's 23, and you won't guess that he has 30 million plus likes and 800,000 followers. Usually takes a million to get on my list, Jan, but with the 30 million likes, he made the list. He posts comedic and relatable content geared toward hoops, basketball players. That's the clue, including comparing how different people care for their basketball shoes and the personalities of different coaches. I wonder if he does any parodies. His content gives people like me who are not familiar with basketball culture a look into their world. And obviously, with 30 million likes, a lot of people are happy to watch his relatable content. You've got the next one. Another hard name to pronounce. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We have Matthias Sebastian Ochoa. He is 27 and has 3.4 million followers. He's an Argentinian social media star who posts fitness modeling and often showcasing his muscular physique. One of his popular posts from
I'm holding up my muscles.
2022. Yeah. So one of his popular posts from 2022 featured him dressed, get this, in a Spider-Man costume.
I'm sure that was very popular. And let's go back to TikTok for one more star. We have Maddie, Madi Webb with two B's. She is 27 today. She's just starting out, Jan. She only has 2.6 million plus followers. Well, that's why she made the list. Social media star and pop singer. She posts fashion, lifestyle, singing, and comedy videos. That's quite a range. Sounds like a nightclub entertainer, but she's doing it on TikTok. Her videos are often, get this, about being assigned, and I don't know by whom, to create a random outfit with her own wardrobe. She got 2 million plus views for an outfit where she couldn't find the right shoes. Now, I don't know whether she just kept trying on, okay, I've got this blue dress with a little gold trim on the collar and with red ruffles, and I only have green shoes. I'm not sure, but Maddie Webb, we're going to have to try and find out the answer to that. Let's give them an applause in a special way here. That's laughing with you and not at you, just so you all know. And we are ready to go into our wacky holidays, and you get the first one, Jan. So why don't you start us off? This sounds delicious.
And it's from my time too, 9500 BC. The history of pot pies, most pastries, can be traced back to the Neolithic age when the Greeks cooked meats mixed with other ingredients in open pastry shells called art artogrias.
Close enough.
Artocrates.
Close enough.
The
No,
dish
no Greeks
spread
are still here from the Neolithic age to tell you it's wrong. So I say it's good. Go.
Sounds good. The dish spread to the Romans who used various meats, oysters. Oh, gotta watch the men with them. Mussels, lampreys, and fish. The crust was made of a flour and oil mixture. Pot pies spread across medieval Europe during the Crusades were served at banquets by royalty.
And this is Great American Pot Pie Day. In 1363, we moved out of the BC era. The name pie didn't appear till the 14th century, and they spelled it in medieval times Pye. It's believed to be about the Eurasian bird, the magpie. Magpies collected assorted items for
Tippy.
their round nests. Though the word pie was first used in 1303, it didn't become famous until 1363. So PYE, pie in your eye, PYE. Okay, you've got the next one, Jan.
Pretty cool. During Charles V from 1364 to 1380, during his reign in France, his chefs would turn pies into a so solidity or
Yeah,
subtlety. Well,
sounds
yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Elaborate sculptures to disguise the food to look like something else. They weren't eaten, but were a distraction until the next course was available. The nursery rhyme, sing a song of sixpence. Lyrics say 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
4 and 20 blackbirds baked
Baked
in a
in a
pie.
pie.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
your version better. Go ahead.
The chefs did not bake 24 live blackbirds in a pie. Instead, the live birds were placed into the hard pastry. The crust was cut open before the guests, and the birds would fly out of the pie in the song. Kind of neat, huh?
No.
AKAs, AKA screaming and running for their lives. The Duke of Burgundy in 1454 reportedly encased 24 human musicians and instruments in a pie crust for the Feast of the Pheasant.
Those poor people. And they apparently had a court jester encased in a pastry shell at one point, too. I don't think he was very happy about that. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go to 1500s. We're moving and grooving here. The English gentry revived the custom of serving pot pies and called them meat pies. Then the English pilgrims coming across the North Atlantic to, here we are in America, they had a hard pastry called hardtack. I think people have heard of that. And they brought their pot pie recipes when they came westward. There we go.
Now in
19,
15
1951.
Oh, okay, sorry. The C.A. Swanston Company creates the first frozen pot pie made with chicken.
And why don't you do the next line too?
The National Great American Pot Pie Day was created by Marie Callender, the pot pie and frozen food company, and she is still known for her pot pies.
Yes, and she used to have Marie Callender. There was a restaurant, Marie Callender's, when I was living in Eugene, Oregon, many years ago. And she had a special on, I think, Friday afternoons near happy hour. And it was something like uh, you could do takeout, and it was uh, a special kind of pasta something or other with a wonderful sauce. I'm trying to think of the name of the pasta, and it was something like $1.95 for a portion. And I remember having some friends over for a party, and I bought a whole bunch of those and I served them, and everybody loved them. It was Alfredo. It was something
Oh,
like pasta Alfredo. I don't know whether it was ziti or what shape it was, but it was zucchini, something Alfredo. And I used to get the takeout and serve them to my friends, and or I would take them. Here's what I'd take them to the restaurant. We had a regular meeting on Fridays, a group of friends. I'd take them to the restaurant. I'd order this pasta Alfredo for everybody, and I'd say, "Oh, the treat's on me," because the bill for 6 people came to like under $20. And I'd say, "Yes, it was quite a deal." So there we go. There's our. So if you want to make your own pot pie today, everybody, well, I don't know what you've got in your pantry, but you can do it in a skillet, a baking dish, or a pie oven, or just a regular oven. You can fill it with turkey or ham, seafood, potatoes, carrots, green beans, peas, and then you need gravy and seasonings. The gravy is made from a roux. You ever made a roux, Jan?
no, no, I
Okay.
haven't.
A roux is where you take an equal amount of butter and flour and you cook them very slowly in a pan, in a little frying pan, and not to burn them. And the butter melts and the flour gets blended in with the butter and it makes it a little bit golden and a little bit lumpy and it fills the bottom of the pan. Then you slowly add in, for this particular recipe, a combination of cream or milk with chicken broth. And as you stir constantly, these little clumps, I should say, of the flour blended with the butter smooth out and make a creamy, thick sauce. And that's called a white sauce. That's what a roux is. That's the white sauce that you put into dishes like a pot pie. And it's a little bit gluey, but you can season it with salt or seasoned salt or whatever you want. And that's the type of sauce or gravy. It's not really gravy to me. It's a filling sauce that you use for pot pies. And I make it and it's lovely to make. It's a challenge. You're pouring the liquid in. It could be cold liquid and you're pouring it in with a wooden spoon and you're just kind of mashing these clumps and then they smooth out. All of a sudden, wow, it's like pudding. It's really cool. So there you go.
You're
I'm going to
making
do
me hungry.
I know. We'll have to go get pot pies. I'll see you after. We have one more holiday, and this is a interesting one. It's National Apple Cider Vinegar Day. We're on a food kick today. Let me do the intro, and then you'll do the next one. Apple cider vinegar, ACV. I didn't know it had its own initials. Probably has sweatshirts too and hoodies. Differs from other vinegars because it is made from fermented apples. It's characteristically sweet and fruity. It's light brown color, and it has something called the mother. Now, I'm using that in a kind way, everybody. Don't get mad at me. The mother, I didn't know, is a hazy collection of yeast and bacteria that contribute to the vinegar's health. Most vinegars are used for cooking, cleaning, pickling. The unique flavor of ACV, apple cider vinegar, that's our day, make it very suited to salad dressings, sweet and savory dishes, vinaigrettes, marinades, and some sweet pickles. Its potential health benefits are the subject of ongoing research. It can be used as a source of vitamins B, C, and acetic acid. And I'll tell you what it's also good for. I keep a bottle in the fridge in the back. They make it in glass bottles where I live. And you know what you do? You can use it if you make a lot of tea or coffee and it stains the inside of a mug, a ceramic mug. Rub it in or just pour in a little bit and brush it with a sink brush, whatever you've got, and it will remove the stains from the inside of the cup very easily. You don't need to scrub. You don't need to get bartender keep. You don't need to put it in the dishwasher. Just rinse it around the edge there and it will take the stain off. So that's my household tip. You've got the next one, Jan. Go.
We're going back in time again to 5000 BC. The Babylonians produced vinegar from the indigenous date palms and
Hmm.
used it as a preservative and source of food. Vinegar is a key ingredient in pickling food to keep food fresh before refrigerators were invented. Many civilizations around the world developed their own variations of vinegar from various fruits, sugars, or rice, and found more uses for it as well.
I've heard of rice vinegar. In 3100 BC, we're moving and grooving here. Traces of vinegar were found in the urns of ancient Egyptians. They used it in the entombing process, embalming, probably we know it, to preserve their dead. Who would be able to find from 3100 BC, be able to find vinegar in an urn? That must be some kind of excavation. Okay, you go next. Save me.
Just a quick aside, the rice
Yeah.
vinegar started out in China and it's still used in their cooking, and it does make a difference when you use it. I use it.
I think I bought rice vinegar. It's interesting. Interesting how different vinegars have different tastes and flavors. I
Yeah.
use balsamic in salad dressings sometimes. I don't buy prepared salad dressings. I make my own, and I have different darknesses of balsamic. It depends on I don't know how long they let it, how long it was aged or whatever. But I like balsamic vinegar has a very sweet taste too.
My
Very, very
favorite
sweet.
is the raspberry balsamic.
Ooh,
It's very
okay.
good.
Very good. Okay, what's
Yeah.
next?
In 400 BC, we're getting young here. Greek physician and philosopher Hippocrates suggests using apple cider vinegar to treat the common cold.
How would he do that? You inhale it? Is it, you
No,
don't
you get to
drink?
drink it. Oh, yeah.
I know people who drink vinegar every morning. It's supposed to clear out the inflammations, and
Yeah.
not for me. Anyway, let's see now. You've done that one. I've got both names on the next one. I'll do this one. 10th century early forensics. Sung Tse, Sungtse, the forefather of forensic science. Well, thank you for that. Advises using vinegar and sulfur to prevent infections when he's conducting autopsies. That is a mystery to me. How could you get an infection from a corpse? But that's the way it was written, so that's what I'm just going to leave it as. So you go next.
Okay. In the 14th century, the earliest known English recipe for a meat pot pie, was found in the 14th century cookbook, The Form of Curie, written by King Richard II's private chef. The recipe used a rich filling of lamb, birds, I like the none telling what they are, chicken, and rabbit with vegetables, herbs, and spices. This style became popular in Aristotle aristocratic society and was served at banquets and celebrations.
Now, I'm worrying if curry was meant to be curry because it only has one R. You said it the way it's written, but I'm interested that in the 14th century, a private chef would write a cookbook in the 14th century. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we have all the celebrity cookbooks. I guess he was a celebrity. In the 17th century, there was a legend. Interesting. The Four Thieves vinegar. I've never heard of it. I don't know if you have, Jan. They
No.
claimed that a concoction of vinegar infused with herbs protected a group of thieves from the plague. This was called the Black Death, while they were
Mm.
robbing people dead and dying from the plague. However, scientists found out the vinegar didn't really keep them immune from the Black Death, so I'm guessing the four thieves didn't make it. The story highlights the desperation for remedies. Yeah, that was some plague. We've had our own, haven't we? And an unproven theory about insect repellent. Maybe the insects were carrying, I bet you the insects were carrying the Black Plague. And if they maybe they sprayed it around, I don't know if they had sprayers back then. This is 17th century. They did. And they sprayed it around and they thought it would kill the mosquitoes and it would keep them from getting the plague. I don't think it worked. You go next.
In 1914 and 1918, vinegar was used to treat serious wounds and was a medical tool during World War I. And an aside on that one, when they ran out of the vinegar, the men would pee on each other because the alcohol in the pee would kill any wounds, kill any bacteria.
Well, thank you very much for that, Jan.
I learned that from my father, who is World War II in the Philippines.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, thank your father for his service. Here we go. 2021, almost up to today. National Apple Cider Vinegar Day, which we're celebrating right now. I'm going to go make something with apple cider vinegar. It was first observed, of course, by the company called Bragg, B-R-A-G-G, Live Food Productions, LLC. And Jan, I think we need to do a cheering applause for all the dates, all the holidays, all the birthdays, all the in memoriam, everybody. And Jan, I thank you so much for joining me today. And let's go out with our, here we go. Let's dance our way out. I'll be back tomorrow. It's September 24th. Birthday's an event. Bye-bye, LinkedIn. Bye-bye, Facebook. Bye-bye, YouTube. Happy birthday. It's somebody's day. It's not mine. Not yet. Jan had her birthday recently. Nice. Smile. Everybody have a great day. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, we wish you a beautiful